The following program has been rated S for spoilers, which may or may not be discussed by the hosts of said program. Common sense is suggested. You silly person.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Erin and Drew's Movie Cops, or movie reviews about cops. My name's Drew.
My name's Erin.
Yes, and Erin actually brought props today.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you get those at Disney World?
Nope.
No? Did you make them?
Nope. These
Did
are
you
pure Hot Topic.
So you didn't steal them from a homeless person?
No, I did not
Oh.
steal them from a homeless person.
Not that I condone that kind of thing, but I just thought I would ask. Today we're going to be talking about Wolfcop, which was made in Canada in 2015? 14?
I think.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, and there really isn't a lot to summarize about this movie, because if your movie is called Wolfcop, do you really need to say anything else? Yeah, I don't think you do.
No.
No. This was my selection,
Yes.
by the way.
And you've made me watch some bad movies, but this one takes the cake, man.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Well.
I'm curious.
Not only do we have... Okay, this is like borderline Room.
It's
like,
not that bad.
It may have some better plot in there, but it's bad all over. And there is a transformation scene.
Yes.
In a bar.
In the basement of a bar.
In the basement of a bar.
In the men's room.
That begins in a very intimate spot. And you made me watch that.
You're over 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Doesn't mean that I want to see that.
No.
Just saying.
It's a werewolf movie. Maybe that happens. Well, anyway.
Most werewolf movies don't focus on that area.
Well, that's what makes this unique and interesting.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Anyways, continue with the review.
Yeah. It's about a guy who's a werewolf, and he's a cop. And
he gets turned into a werewolf.
Yeah, he becomes a werewolf. He's kind of a not exactly he's not exactly Dick Tracy.
No, he's not a good guy.
No, he drinks a lot, and he does that.
He's an alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic, pretty
Mainly.
much. Drinks all the time.
All the time.
Has some friends, I guess.
A friend?
A friend.
And a partner who is friendly.
Yeah, who puts up with him because...
And a bartender that just wants to go to town.
Yeah. Because town is right over there. I think.
I don't want to talk
or is it over this way? Sure.
You made me watch this movie.
Yep, I sure did. And
there's a sequel.
And there is a... Well, let's not get into that.
We're not going
to... Yeah, and he apparently there's some kind of mayoral race going on in this town in Canada, and there's this town festival coming up where there's supposed to be this hunt thing going on, but then they find
the drink and shoot.
The drink and shoot.
Good name.
I thought that was quite appropriate because I mean, not a lot of other places around in this area where we're making the show would actually call something that. But it's not that far removed, would you say?
Yeah, no, that is very much something that would happen around here.
Yeah.
That would not be named that.
No, probably not. But not far away from that.
Right.
Probably. And before this big event starts going on, they actually find some bodies going on. And one of them happens to be a candidate for mayor, so I guess that's one way to get rid of the competition.
Yep, that is, indeed.
Yeah.
Not the best way to get rid of your competition for mayoralness, But
The
yeah.
mayor's race, yeah.
Yeah.
Mayoralness?
This movie made me dumb.
Yeah.
But it allows me to wear my ears.
Yeah, well, she can't wear them anywhere else.
No, people look at me funny.
Yeah. The people at the Humane Society gave her funny looks. And, yeah, the guy's name, who's the screw-up, his name Lou, by the way.
Lou Garou.
Lou
which
Garou.
is probably the only good part of this movie, is calling your werewolf character Lou Garou.
Yeah, because
That's hilarious.
apparently it's French for werewolf.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the other hilarious bit is they throw in a Ginger Snaps reference, which
when?
unless you have seen Ginger Snaps, you wouldn't understand. But second night, when Willie is talking to him, it's after the first night. No, it's after the second night. I know. This movie is so confusing. Willie's cooking him breakfast, and they're talking about being a werewolf, and he says, "Now, you may or may not get your period after this."
Oh.
That is a Ginger Snaps reference.
Oh,
because
okay,
that is what
yeah,
Ginger Snaps is about.
Yeah. Young girls who do that while that's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Become werewolves, and it's a whole symbol. My brain stopped working.
Yeah.
This movie made me
about
dumb.
this brain is it doesn't require a lot of brain power, necessarily. But, I don't know. And later on, it's like Lou gets called, hey, there's a disturbance or something. And he goes out into the woods, and the next thing you know, he wakes up in his apartment, and someone took the liberty of making a satanic pentagram
Yes.
on his
Upside
chest.
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not really revealed why yet.
Nope.
But
Nor is it ever shown again in any of the times he is shirtless. They have a real continuity problem in this movie.
Well, wait a minute, though. Wouldn't if he had changed into a werewolf and he changed
Oh,
back,
are you going to, because
would that not heal him?
he does technically take off all of his skin, so I
Yes.
guess so.
I mean, when someone shoots Wolverine, does he not heal? Right?
Okay.
I don't think that big of a logic leap, but I see what you're saying. So,
Okay. We have one continuity error that has been corrected, or
just one?
may not. Yes, just one.
Okay, well, we'll get to
There are a lot of errors in this. We'll get to
we'll get to those we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. Yeah, he wakes up and he can't really. He's a little off more than usual. Like he shaves in the morning, but yet the whiskers grow right back.
right on back.
Right on back. It's like he can't shave, and the chief is like, "Gee, you didn't shave this morning?" Like, oh,
He tried.
you're just trying to.
Yeah, pat the hair back into your face. I'm sure that'll work.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And yeah, and then he ends up he goes to visit his lady friend at the bar down the street, and there was a hit going on, or someone. You're right about this, because there's some kind of crime ring
Yes.
in the city, and I wasn't sure if they were going after him or going after this bar, but they came after him in the bathroom.
Yes.
While he was doing something.
Changing.
Yeah. In a very inopportune time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You made me watch that. It's not good. Just letting everyone know.
I thought it was rather humorous.
Don't watch this movie.
I enjoyed that. It's like, oh, I never thought of that before. That's kind of interesting. And yeah, he pretty much makes a mincemeat out of like these biker dudes who are coming to get him, and then they go to the crime scene the next morning with his partner, and the coroner guy shows up, and he actually wears a hat that says coroner on it, doesn't he? Or is it on his jacket? I think it's on his hat.
I don't remember. I don't remember little details like that.
Oh, but anyway.
But they had to make sure that you knew that it was a
like,
coroner.
Yeah. It's like, oh, somebody knocked his face off. And then she literally picks the face up like a Halloween mask off the ground and puts it in front of hers and says, "Hi, my name is Lou. I'm going off to the brewery."
It looks exactly like you, Lou. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so he's kind of still doesn't know what's going on yet. The other foot or the other shoe hasn't exactly dropped. And then later on he gets another call for like a liquor store holdup. And this is right out of RoboCop, by the way.
Okay.
Sort of. Well, it starts out that way, kind of like the way Vibes kind of ripped off Ghostbusters. This kind of rips off RoboCop. And why not? It's called Wolfcop, so why not rip it off? But yeah, he changes into his werewolf thing. He's like, his buddy's like, "Where are you going?" "Robbery."
Like, they locked him up in the cage. He had no trouble getting out of that cage.
No, none whatsoever.
Gone.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone call.
Yep, he just starts writing stuff down.
It's like, what is going on?
Well, a great line is like, "Who are you?" "The Fuzz." Because he's
fuzzy.
Yeah. I'm just going to let that one digest for just a second. Okay. That's good. We're there now. Yeah, and he kind of makes mincemeat out of these guys robbing the store. And
the gang called the Piggies.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And it's like, okay, he starts driving away after all this is done with his buddy in the car. His buddy comes with him. I'm pretty sure that's not legal, but
no.
And there's some.
It's fine.
There's some homeless. Speaking of homeless people, there's some homeless guy, he's got the brown paper bag and the bottle of whatever on the inside. He sees him. He's like, "Lou," and he doesn't even like, "Why are you a werewolf?" He's just like, Lou. And he just says, "Carl."
It's like, "Hey, Lou." It's like, "Hey,
"Hey, Carl."
Like,
he's
how do you know that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then he goes to get in the car. He pulls the door off. He doesn't even know his own strength. Looks across the street, and it's a body shop.
Because of course it is.
And
what is usually across the street of a liquor store?
Yeah. And then this is probably the best line in the movie, where his buddy looks at him and says, "I know what you're thinking, and I completely agree."
Yep.
He takes it. He turns it into the Batmobile. He puts a big W on the hood of the car.
It's a W emblem.
Yeah, and they're driving around busting up crimes with Gangster Rap playing in the back. I will say though, it takes a while. I mean, this movie does start out pretty slow, which is not a good sign for a movie that's only like an hour and 20 minutes. But when it ramps up really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they go
and
to
then
this.
Ends in almost complete darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they bust up like this Breaking Bad style meth lab kind of thing in the middle of nowhere, in a barn, basically. Yeah. And there's like what were they using to cover it up? Just some like biker hootenanny thing?
Yeah. It's like a dance hall, because dancing was happening.
Yeah.
But other things were also happening.
They were consuming intoxicants and they were moving around, but I don't know if you can really call that dancing.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Oh, yeah.
One guy snorted Kool-Aid. I think it was supposed to be meth. Was the red crystallized substance supposed to be meth?
Probably,
because it looked like Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It wasn't white.
It was not white.
It was not white, no. But, yeah, and then he finally gets back together with his friend from the bar, only to find with his... Yeah, that song was pulled out of like an 80s teen sex comedy. Wouldn't you say?
The Moonlight Desire?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they found a song with the word moonlight in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
for what happened.
Yeah, they're taking a page out of Werewolf in London on that. Yeah. But apparently he finds out that his friend from the bar isn't really his friend from the bar.
Nope.
She is like a 200 years old?
Yep.
Shapeshifter of some sort.
Yes.
Chameleon something.
And also the mayor.
And the mayor. And his buddy, I forget his name.
Willie.
Willie. Yeah, he's in on this too.
Yeah.
And there it turns out that they were...
And the chief.
And the chief, they were the ones who gave him the little pentagram that turned him into a werewolf. Mm-hmm. And apparently if they make him a werewolf, this is where it kind of was confusing for me. Mm-hmm. They make him a werewolf, and then they're supposed to kill him
drain
and
all
drain
of his blood when he's in wolf form during a solar eclipse, which happens every 32 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they can use that blood to remain...
Shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters.
Yeah.
I don't know what's stopping them from being shapeshifters, but I think it's an aging thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like their
version
of
things were not explained.
No, that I didn't quite get that part of it initially. It was kind of confusing, but yeah, and then his partner kind of figures out what's going on.
I did not understand the animosity between the two younger girls, so the bar owner and the partner.
It had something to do with her dad. The girl.
Is it just that the partner's dad was the bar owner and then he died because he was part of the ritual 32 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
And then this girl just showed up out of nowhere, or because they're like the same age, but have they always been the same age, or what exactly? I need more explanation. I don't want to know anything new about this movie.
You do.
Don't tell
you
me.
Don't know.
Don't tell me anything. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. I need a drink. I need a doctor. Okay, we'll set her for both.
Yeah. Two stops then.
Yep.
They had a brand dealership with liquor donuts.
Yeah.
Because, of course, if you're going to have something called Drink and Shoot, you're going to have a brand called Liquor Donuts.
Yep.
It's just a lot of drinking going on in this.
Well, this is like Canada in the wintertime. I mean...
Saskatoon.
Yeah. So, and they made a sequel to this.
They did make a sequel
called
to this.
Another Wolfcop.
Yep.
Which the poster art is an inspiration or inspired by Sylvester Stallone movie called Cobra.
Okay.
From the 80s, where
sounds right.
Yeah, that's kind of where they get the idea from that, I think. So, because they even use the same tagline. It's like crime is a disease, meet the cure, and they use the similar thing on the poster. So
I can only imagine what that movie is like.
I don't know, but I'm gonna buy this on Blu-ray.
Why?
I dug it. I thought it was just fun.
Okay.
I liked it.
It was dumb.
Anything else?
No.
Kevin Smith is in the sequel.
I heard about that too.
Apparently he plays the mayor.
Oh God.
When he was doing some production or some location scouting for, it was either Tusk or the Yoga Hosers movie or something.
Yeah, no, time period wise, that would have been Tusk.
Yeah.
That's a bad movie.
And I gotta say, this is a better movie than Tusk. You're not so sure.
They're kind of equal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
They're bad in entirely different ways. I'm not wrong.
She is. All right. Well.
The movie broke me.
Yeah.
No.
Well. All right. Was it time to grade this thing?
I give it a D.
Wow. That's brutal. Mainly
for continuity errors.
No, it's not a perfect movie, but I I don't care. I had fun with this movie. I'm giving it a B-. Yeah.
I was okay until that second transformation.
What it lacked in continuity, it made up for in laughs, so I didn't care. That body shop scene was awesome. I don't care. I love that. Yeah, so be sure to rent this one, folks.
You don't have to. It's on YouTube. Not YouTube. IMDb TV.
Yep.
Woo. Watch it with commercials.
Not like they're giving me money, but whatever. Okay. Any parting thoughts?
I recognize the guy that played Willie.
Where's he from?
Final Destination 2.
Oh, so it wasn't a Final Destination after all.
Amongst other things, but yeah, that one. And I'm just like, I know this guy.
Yeah, I didn't recognize any of them. I think they're all pretty much all Canadian actors.
Yes, and I've watched a lot of crap. So I know a lot of these people. The gang leader was in Final Destination 3.
Wow, I'm sensing a theme here.
You should watch the Final Destination movies.
Well, put them on the list. Okay. That'll do it for Wolfcop on Erin and Drew's movie reviews. Until next time, robbery. We'll see you later.
Cable television is the swellest thing they got.